We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guy.
Than them in the 2016 season. The quarterback change at the beginning, the hot start, and then the cold middle. It was just a tough year for them, wasn't it?
It really was, and when you look at how their season went,
Keenum on third down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
In pregame warm-up, but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away. Eventually, one of them might turn into a highlight.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got Snead.
You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
And they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And Josh Hill has it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. Breeze to throw on third. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Back to the air. Keenum on second down. And complete, right side to tight end Rudolph. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll wind up losing 3. Side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. Now Keenum again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long. It's Keenum. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, but only played 1 season as such.
Breeze to throw again. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good.
Where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Tie game, but they'll get excellent starting field position here to begin the second half.
And it's the starting field position that makes an offensive coordinator maybe bolder than normal. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as a...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. Still on his feet.
Trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there, wasn't it?
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Sheldon Rankins. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ginn. $21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he's got Snead. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze now on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Breeze now to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away as it's 4th down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're going to be enough to get us home.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few.
Touchdown, Vikings! It was a chip shot field goal, and when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. And he put it right on him on the inside route.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination. Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. He'll look to throw. Finding time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now Keenum got to have this one. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right.
The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
The left side caught by Diggs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. 32 yards. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game.